the kiss at the lunch party now has everyone thinking that Jaeyoon is the mystery bride, and thus commence their marriage contract. So he wants to hire her to pretend to be his wife because of all the rumors that keeps coming around and all the women that are clinging to him. So he wants to put a stop to everything. He also promised her that, for alimony, she would be able to keep her house. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another review on the Review Garden. Contract is signed, and they have to, the details of the contract. They're going to be married for 6 months. After 6 months, they get a divorce. And, if details of the contract is revealed to a third party, everything is null and void, including, her keeping the house. And, he's getting the easy part out of this because he's not getting he's not going to be having rumors about him. So this is like episode 3. But everyone is like, she's not good enough for him. Like, what does she have, that they don't have? Like, why is he with her, pretty much? And you have the reporters asking them, like, why are they getting married so quick? Like, is she pregnant? All these questions are coming about. And then with that, you have her stupid friends who hear about it in the newspaper showing up at her house and kind of like, congratulations, the misfortune turns it into a blessing. And I'm like, in a way, it's still not a blessing for her because she pretty much, the secret part of it is she's pretty much a maid in her own house, or, hired to do things in her own house. But I guess the hard part for him is his family, because they are rich. So, it's a different thing for her. She didn't fit. Her last education was high school. So, when they went and picked her up and brought them to the grandma's house or the father's house, she was asking her questions and pretty much judging her based on her education and her upbringing. So, and you could kind of see that Young Tae has some kind of issue with his family as well. So that's something they're going to have to deal with together. It's the fact that she keeps getting food by her so-called friends to me. Like, I don't get it. What, after everything they did to you, you're still sitting there and believing in them. Like, this man opened up the credit card under your name, okay? Sold your house, and you're still believing everything that they're saying. It's crazy to me. This is in regards to, like, when she tried to run away for the wedding after Young Tae was like a jerk to her, and she ran away and she went to the friend's house, and then the friends managed to get her to the wedding anyway, which pretty sure maybe Young Tae promised them something. But I'm like, even if she's your fake wife, you should still stand by her. Those people were thieves. The wedding happened. I mean, I didn't think they were gonna, actually get married in real life, but, they did. And a lot of people were there. His father actually walked her down the aisle, which I thought was pretty cute. And, the grandma and the mom kind of pushed the father to do that because he was like, oh, she doesn't have any family, her side is not gonna look good, and she really wanted you to walk her down the aisle. So I thought it was pretty sweet that he did that. And even though whatever issue they have going on with them, he still said, take your time with him because he's short tempered. He could be stubborn at time, but take your time and actually love each other. And what was weird to me is like, how they normally showed their first kiss, but in this one, they didn't. I mean, clearly when you're getting married, you're like, you may kiss the bride. So I think that should have been their first kiss, their awkward first kiss. Correction, I meant second kiss. Their first kiss was at the launch party. Launch party. Their honeymoon was a little tough at first because he was, being his jerk self to her. But afterwards they seemed to have gotten along. And then when they got back home, he actually bought her a bed. Because if you notice in the beginning, she was just sleeping on the floor. So he started, he has his moments where he's like nice to her, but then also a jerk to her. This is random, but her learning how to ride the bike with heels on like gets me, because even in the honeymoon she was trying to learn how to ride the bike. It was super long heels, like those thin heels, and she was wearing a skirt. Then when she tried learning at the house, she's wearing shorts, which is fine, and then she was wearing heels again, and I'm like, and the floor, it looked like it had just rained, so it wasn't dry. So I'm like, why don't you put sneakers on so that you can have a better grip on the pedals? Episode 4 started with, Haiwan coming over to their house, Young Jae and Ji Yoon's house. And, it's funny to me because when he was obsessed with her, she didn't give him time of day. Well, she still met up with him, but you know what I mean. And then now that he's married with someone else, and all of a sudden she's like getting jealous and she's getting mad. Oh, I see you're busy. You really are busy. Duh. And I'm like, dude, if you wanted him, you should have went after him when he was available. Now that he's not doting on you're getting jealous, you're getting mad. And now that the news articles are saying that, Young Tae and Young Jae and Ji Yoon are separating, there's, marital troubles. Now she's like all happy with him again and saying, oh, I thought you were mad at me. Don't be mad at me. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this chick? At this point, I'm convinced she just wants, all his attention on her, and she's not going to reciprocate any feelings, because you just sat there and she just sat there and asked him, oh, do you like me more than Ji Yoon? Am I precious to you more than Ji Yoon? Like, and then she goes, I'm the most important and precious person in your life. Like, don't ever forget it. If you do, I won't forgive you. And this man just sat there and was like, both of you look pathetic in your own ways. Like, I get it. He likes her, but you can't be talking like that, especially if you're the one who asked Ji Yoon to enter this fake marriage with you. I think it's weird for the manager to call, like, you're a manager, you call your client's wife and says to bring lunch boxes for everyone at work. And I'm like, okay, that's one way of looking at it. Then another way, there's no other way. Maybe that was the only thing she can think of to get her down to the photo shoot, because they had to pretty much fix what was in the media, because she said she's the one who talked to the reporter and said that they were separating. So the company probably had to fix the news and say, like, okay, they're still together. So that's why she was, the manager was kind of like scolding her at the end and telling her, like, hey, be careful what you say to people, because we were working to fix his image, and one word can just mess it up. So in another way, I kind of get what she was telling her, but in another, you're like, really? It's her birthday and he wants to hang out with her, but because of their lack of communication and lack of, I would say, listening, you know, they she said she wanted to go to Magic Land and he was like, no. And she was like, well, you don't like public places and so on. So then they get into this whole bash, and he told her to clean the house before she leaves. And she even said that she was going to take her so-called friends to Magic Land because that's what they used to do. And I'm like, why are you even still treating these people as your friends? But anyway, as she's cleaning, she gets a call from Min Yuk, and he was telling her about her book, which a lot of people so far, 2 other people have told her that her book is not very good. So instead of going to Magic Land, she goes to see Min Yuk, and he even told her book was bad, but, he would take her on if she would be able to write him a couple of synopsis for other stuff. So that pretty much made her day, and then he took her out to dinner. Meanwhile, young Jay went to Magic Land trying to find her, but couldn't find her, but got chased by a bunch of girls in Magic Land. So it kind of shows you why he doesn't like going out in public. I'm not going to say that he has feelings for her yet, but he has his moments where he's not a jerk to her. So he bought her a birthday present, a pen and a tape recorder. So he bought her a gift that pretty much supports her career, what she's doing. So being a writer. And even though he can be tough at times, he can also be soft with her. So there is some growth happening with him already. And the end of episode 4 ended with his mom and his grandfather. Young Jay, his mom, and his grandma showing up at the house, telling Ji-yoon to get out of the house. And then, broop, that's where it ended. And this wraps up our journey on The Review Garden. Thank you for joining me today as we explored this drama. If you enjoyed this reaction and review, please remember to subscribe for more insightful videos. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps our channel grow. As always, I'm truly grateful for your support and for joining me on this journey on the Review Garden. Until next time, and happy listening. Bye.